So now, at this point in time, there's a few key concerns that some political formations have expressed, and I want us to listen to the Cabinet Secretary in charge of ICT, that is Joe Mucheru. He has been under fire from Kenya Kwanza based on what he said that they are working with Raila Odinga in as far as preparing for the election. I don't want to quote the real words because I don't have them offhand, but listen to what he said in response.
In 2017, we were campaigning together with the same person. Why is it that now I'm campaigning for somebody else that it's now seeming different? And yet in 2017, it was okay. So I'm just finding this is a farce. None of us are in IEBC. IEBC is an independent institution. If they're going to investigate, they should be investigating. The office of the Deputy President, which has so much more resource than Mucheru here, for them to say that I can influence the election, then he can influence even more than me. IBC for connectivity, they get that from the mobile operators. They don't get that from us. The government does not have any network. For broadcasting, they get from you. So I don't know where all this idea that we can steal elections is coming from. And I don't even expect IBC to even question me. They are the ones who know how they are running the election. They are independent. So I think them, they know this is just political games. People who are afraid that maybe they won't win, and they're trying to look for scapegoats.
All right. So, Commissioner, how do you take this contest between government ministers and members of political movements? How should Kenyans look at them?
I think the statements that you have just aired was preceded by another statement.
Yes.
And I think political parties, some of the political parties were responding to the other statement which he aired, something to do with being in control of systems and things like that. I think public officers should stick to their role as public servants and they should not mingle politics with public service. I think this is, if that can happen, then I think Kenyans will not have an issue with any of the public officers. I know the cabinet secretaries are exempted from that process, but we have seen other officers out there campaigning for particular political parties, and I think this is probably something that we need to discourage as a country, that we leave politics to politicians and let public officers be in service to the public in their respective offices.
So exactly, is there any relationship you have with the Ministry of ICT as IBC?
No.
Even management of election data, election technology? We
do not have any relationship other than being the minister in charge of ICT. All our systems are autonomous from Ministry of ICT.